Hey, this is Kyle with McCaw Property Management, and I was out on a job site. I just want to kind of give you an idea of what we do. So this right here is a house that I had a client purchase, I think it was last week, and we ran all the numbers to kind of fall where we needed it to fall to make it a good investment. In this case, we were able to get a fairly good deal on it. We got it for $75,000. We got about a $20,000 remodel budget on this property. Based off of what comparable sales on homes in this neighborhood run, about 120, maybe 130 when it's all cleaned up, which this one will be. This one might be a little bit better because we got a 2-car garage in the back that we got to do some new siding on. We'll take a look at it so you can kind of see what we're doing. But this one should rent for $1,200 a month, maybe a hair more, maybe a hair less. Just kind of depends on what's our competition when we put this thing on the market. This is in Wichita Falls. We're very active in Wichita Falls because it's one of the few markets that I can get my properties to cash flow without putting huge down payments on it. So this one's going to be we're kind of aiming for that 1% rule that you always hear about, that you just can't get anymore in most markets. But this one, when you say 1% of the value in the form of a rent on a monthly basis. So if this were a $1,200 rent, we'd want it to be a $120,000 value home, and that's what we've got here. And in this case, we're able to get the client a little bit better deal because we have to do some work. Anytime we have to do work on a property before we make it a rentable property, we want to make sure that we have two things. We want to make sure we have a buffer for any unforeseeable problems. In this case, it might be like a sewer line that we might have to replace or something of that nature. And the other thing, we just want to make sure that you're getting paid for the risk that you're taking on purchasing a house that's not perfect. People could have moved into this one, but it wouldn't have been to the level we wanted it to be at. So we want to make sure we have a little equity in there. So in this case, it's at least 120 when it's all done, and we're hopefully going to be in 100, maybe a little less. So in this case, my client's going to have a $20,000 equity in the deal just from buying it. We ran some numbers. We could finance this on a hard money loan, or we could finance it on a conventional loan, just kind of depending on how we want to run it. We ran through all the spreadsheets. We ultimately just decided to go ahead and pay cash for this one to save money on the financing charges and carrying costs. And what we're going to do with this one is, once it's stabilized, rented, got a few months under our belt, we'll take this to the bank, do a cash out refi, get his money back out, and then go do it again. So it's just kind of a rinse and repeat process, so he can get this money going and going and going, and buy quite a few houses on his initial investment. So let's go take a look at it. All right, so this is demo day. So this is kind of the fun time when you can kind of take an axe to thing and a sledgehammer. But let's go take a look at this. So we're gonna paint this property, make it just really pop. Probably do some flower bed, put some curb appeal in here. Really great location. Highway's not too far away. Major roads, hospitals near us, universities near us. Flooring, we're going to put new flooring in. In this case, we're going to do a floating. I'm hoping it's vinyl plank, but somebody else may make a decision on that. But we're going to paint everything here. This is an older home that's been remodeled several times in the past. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, which is kind of unusual in this marketplace. There's a lot of 3-bedroom, 1-baths, a lot of 3-bedroom, 1.5s or 2-1s. So we did pretty good on that. We're going to replace the dishwasher. Countertops, we may resurface that. We may replace it. We haven't decided yet. It kind of depends on where we're at the end on our budget. If we're thin, then we'll resurface it. If we got room, we'll replace it. Washer and dryer room. This door goes out to the back. So we got a sidewalk, or we have a driveway in the front, but then we also have a driveway in the back. So this is we're going to call this kind of our second living room area. This does have a central air. Wichita Falls is not uncommon to not have central air and just have window units. This has both. We opted that we're going to put a new unit there, but we want to make sure we have good coverage on the AC, because I don't think the current built-in system is going to have enough power. So this is our 2-car garage out here. So you can see it's a kind of a turd right now, but that's in our budget to reside this, put new siding on this to make this a good solid 2-car garage. We got alley access in the back. Nice little enclosed backyard, nothing crazy. This is going to be one of the bedrooms, of course. So this is kind of one of the bathrooms that's been remodeled. We're going to keep this in the way it is. I think there's going to be some paint going up on everything, like doors and walls.
I'll see y'all in a bit. Hey, get in the bag. Get my tour bag.
These guys working.
This
This is the bathroom that we're remodeling. Already yanked everything. We had a vanity, toilet, and we had a horrible little shower here. That's going to be a new tub surround. So that way they'll have a place for kids to take baths and all that, because right now it didn't have a real bathroom. But this will all be done proper. Hot water heaters, ugly but good. Yeah, I got that in there. So, all right, so that's what you got. So again, this is what we do for our clients. Our job is to help build wealth and income through real estate, and this is how we do it. We want to buy properties. This is a built, buy, and repair type deal, remodel. But we like to buy turnkey ones too that are already good. So what we're doing is we're just looking for value. That's what we do. So if you have any questions or needs, feel free to reach out to myself or my team. It's at McCawPropertyManagement.com, or you can call our office 817-491-2553, and we'll make sure to get you set up with one of our investment consultants and get you taken care of. So thank you for watching. Have a good day.